Brant is a hybrid fusion character. Hybrid meaning that this character can do damage but also provide utility to the team like healing and shielding, eliminating the need of a healer on your party, and that's really good about it. And in this video, we're going to be doing a 5-minute quick guide on how to play Brant. To get started, Brant is a character who would like to play the floor is lava. You almost never want to touch a floor at all because Brant has a lot of mid-air attack. Your resonance skills is a quick attack that pumps you into the air, and from here you can access your aerial attack. You can also get into the air by swapping into Brant off an outro, so his intro will start him off into the air, and from here you can continue your aerial combo. Brant's forte circuit is very straightforward to understand. Whenever you attack, you get stacks, and whenever you hit a breakpoint on your forte circuits, like 25 or 50 or 75, you heal your entire team, scaling off your energy regen. When it is finally fully filled, you can cast your enhanced resonance skills to summon a big anchor and giving you a shield for the entire team, again scaling off your energy regen. Finally, Brant's ultimate do big damage but also heal your entire team. However, most importantly is that it increases the efficiency of getting your forte circuit as well as giving you a bunch of attack scaling off energy regen. As a result, you will always want to start off the fight casting your ultimate first. The Brant's combos start with a intro or a skills to get you into the air. Use your ultimate first to get that attack and generating bonus, and then you want to attack 4 times to fill up your entire forte circuits, finally ending with a enhanced resonance skills and then swap out with echoes. That's all it is really for Brant. Something to understand, however, for Brant is that if you end up missing any one of these aerial attack, he's gonna do an attack that put him onto the ground instead. So in this case, you want to recast your resonance skills to put you into the air once again. Brant is pretty vulnerable during the air and has a very long aerial attack animation, so Brant is actually a character designed for quick swap. You want to be quick swapping after every single one of his aerial attack because they are really long and you can reappear in mid-air if you swap back fast enough. If you're ever playing a combo like Brant with Chang-Li, it is highly recommended that you practice your quick swap combo between the two characters so that you can continuously swap between the two and therefore making yourself almost invulnerable. The 4-cost echo we're going to be using for this build is going to be the Dragon of G-Edge. This is because summon gives you a fusion damage bonus, it gives 12% fusion damage bonus and 12% basic attack damage bonus, which is very good for Brant. However, the Sontada effect is where it really is at. It increases your energy regen and further increase your damage attribute once you have hit 250 energy regeneration. Because Brant is a character that scale off energy regen, you want to stack energy regen as much as possible, at least 250 and ideally 280 if possible, so that you can take advantage of its passive. This is where his signature weapon come in. Brant's signature weapon gives 77% energy regen, which is massive, so it's highly recommended if you have it. However, if you don't, then you can use other 5-star weapon like Emerald of the Genesis. For your echo, we're going to be using the 5-piece Tiebreaker set, and of course you want critical rate or crit damage main stat on your 4-cost. However, for your 3-cost, you actually want to go for energy regen in this case, especially if you don't already have enough energy regen. If you're reaching really high energy regen like 300 or something like that, you can consider going fusion damage bonus instead, but I'll highly recommend to just look for main stat energy regen 3-cost here. And of course for your 1-cost, you're going to go with the usual attack percent. For your substat, energy regen will be once again the most important. It's going to be very hard to hit those high breakpoint like 250 or even higher without energy regen in your substat, so that's going to be the main priority, and then followed by critical rate or critical damage. For your talent priority, of course you want to grab your 2 inherent skill first, and then of course I'll recommend getting your forte circuit up first. This is where majority of your damage as well as healing is going to come from, followed by your resonance liberations. Finally, you can level up your skills and basic attack and as well as your intro. Brant is a weird character to build when it comes down to team building because he's kind of a hybrid fusion healer character. But your best team is going to be going with Chang-Li, who has also really high quick swap potential. And finally, you want to pair Sanhua into the first slot. You want to use Sanhua to give you basic attack damage bonus into Brant, who can then provide Chang-Li with a bunch of shield healing, make her tankier, and of course the fusion damage amplify as well as resonance skills amplification. If you don't have Chang-Li, you can also pair it with Chixia, who is another character who will scale really well with fusion damage bonus as well as resonance skills. But honestly, this is not a character I'll pull for unless you're like a super Chang-Li fan. Because Brant is kind of a weird fusion character, he's kind of pigeonholed into being like a sub DPS for Chang-Li, so I wouldn't really recommend him unless you're like a really big Chang-Li main DPS fan. Finally, here's a quick summary for his sequence. Personally, I would not recommend going for any sequence. I would rather get the weapon because it provides massive energy regen, which is very important to hit those energy regen breakpoint. So make sure you're going for the weapon first if you're considering for any sequence. Okay, my 5-minute timer is up. Bye bye.